Hey, what is up, everybody? I am Jason, and you're watching my channel, Micro Investor. So in this video, we're going to be talking about ARK Invest, and we're going to be covering 5 of their actively managed innovation ETFs. So before we get to the ETFs, let's first get to know a little bit about ARK Invest. ARK is a global asset manager specializing in thematic investing and disruptive innovation. The firm is rooted in over 40 years' experience in investing in technologies that should deliver outsized growth in industries transform. Through its open research process, ARK seeks to identify companies that are leading and benefiting from cross-sector innovations, such as artificial intelligence, robotics, energy storage, DNA sequencing, and blockchain technology. And one name with ARK Invest you might be familiar with, that is the founder, CEO, and CIO, Cathie Wood. You've probably seen her on the news, seen her talking about Tesla stock. A couple years back, she said that she sees Tesla stock going to $4,000 a share. And people thought Cathie's statement was a little bit far-fetched. Now, that was in 2018 when Tesla stock was below $300 a share. And now if you look at Tesla stock, it is moving along swimmingly. So now let's get into the 5 ETFs that we're talking about in this video. Now, these are actively managed ETFs. And the difference between an actively managed ETF and the more standard ETF is a standard ETF is more of a passive strategy, whereas the actively managed ETF has a fund manager that can make changes within the portfolio. And someone that runs the actively managed ETF is usually trying to beat the market with their strategy. And so in that case, you're paying a little bit higher of an expense ratio than you would be with the more standard passive ETF strategy. So in the case of these ETFs, they're all managed by Cathie Wood, and each one has an expense ratio of 0.75%. I'll talk about what each ETF represents, and I'll show the top 10 holdings. What I'm more interested in talking about is the performance of each ETF. So the first one is ARK Innovation ETF, ticker symbol ARKK. The holdings are companies who will benefit from disruptive innovation. So as you can see, these holdings here, these companies are pretty innovative and they are disruptive. We got Tesla making up about 10%. Then we got Square, Nvidia, CRISPR Therapeutics, and Roku making up the top 5 holdings. And if we look at the performance of the ETF over the last 5 years, it is up 270%. And a lot of that is thanks to its 2 largest holdings, Tesla, who is up 460% over the last 5 years, and Square, who is up 1,000% over the last 5 years. All right, so the next one is ARK Autonomous Technology and Robotics ETF, ticker symbol ARKQ. This ETF focuses on companies that are in autonomous transportation, robotics and automation, 3D printing, energy storage, and space exploration. And looking at the main stocks on here, it's no surprise that we see Tesla as the #1 holding with over 10% weight. And then 2U Incorporated, Xilinx, Materialize, and Stratasys. So this ETF has some pretty good holdings. There's even Alphabet Google as one of the top 10 holdings on here. So over the last 5 years, ARKQ has gone up 170%. Next, we have ARK Next Generation Internet ETF, ticker symbol ARKW. So this ETF focuses on cloud computing and cybersecurity, e-commerce, big data and artificial intelligence, mobile technology and Internet of Things, social platforms, blockchains, and peer-to-peer. And this is another one that has Tesla as the #1 holding. Then we got Square, Roku, Zillow, and 2U as the top 5 holdings. And over the last 5 years, ARKW has had some phenomenal growth, being up nearly 300%. All right, next is ARK Genomic Revolution ETF, ticker symbol ARKG. So this ETF is focusing on CRISPR, targeted therapeutics, bioinformatics, molecule diagnostics, stem cell, and agricultural biology. So the holdings in this ETF are big in the healthcare sector and biotechnology. All right, so the top 5 holdings in this ETF, the first 2 make up over 20%, that is CRISPR Therapeutics and Invitae Corporation. Then we have Arcturus Therapeutics, Illumine, and Compugen. So over the last 5 years, ARKG has gone up 136%. All right, so the last one on this list is ARK FINTECH Innovation ETF. This ETF focuses on transaction innovation, blockchain technology, risk transformation, fractionless funding platforms, customer-facing platforms, and new intermediaries. And by the way, if you're not familiar with what FinTech is, it is computer programs and other technology used to support or enable banking and financial services. So it should be no surprise that Square is a top holding in this ETF and weighted nearly 12% of it, followed by Mercado Libre, Lending Tree, Zillow, and Tencent. And it's no surprise that some of the other top holdings in this are Apple, Alibaba, and Amazon as well. ARKF has only been around since February 4th, 2019, but since then, it has gone up about 70%. And ARK Invest has 2 other ETFs, but we're not going to be talking about them. That are their indexed innovation ETFs, and these are the passive style ETFs. One is on 3D printing, ticker symbol PRNT. Another one is on Israel Innovative Technology, ticker symbol IZRL. Now I want to talk about how Cathie Wood actively trades her ETFs, because some people don't understand the way that she actively manages her ETFs, because she has sold a lot of Tesla shares. Because they don't understand how she could sell Tesla stock when her current target price is $7,000. And she goes on to explain it pretty well. She says if she had not taken profits in its write-up from $178 to $900 or nearly $1,000, it would have been maybe over 20% of the fund. She then said that would not be wise portfolio management. We like to control our position sizes. She then said we had an up year, and I think one of the important reasons is we trade around volatility. If Tesla is going down because some hedge fund or negative analyst is saying something that seems really awful, we have a pretty good handle given our research on our stock that we'll be buying into it unless it's a big surprise to us. So I'd like to hear what everybody's thoughts are of ARK Invest and the way that they actively manage their portfolios. What do you think about the holdings that they choose? And I'd also like to know what your thoughts are of Cathie Wood. So if you don't mind sharing a little bit in the comment section, it'd be much appreciated. So as always, everybody, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I have new videos coming out on my channel all the time. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you all in the next video coming very soon. Hey, real quick, if you guys need to build a website, check out my affiliate, hostm1.com. And you can find me on Instagram at micro_investor.